When Soji and I decided that we were ready to have children, we were expecting that things would happen instantaneously. Immediately we got pregnant, and so we were excited about it, but with the first scan we found out that we had what was called a miscarriage. So the sac was growing, but there was no baby there anymore. So of course that was a big blow to us in the first place. We'd been married 4 years when the first miscarriage took place, and I think for me, one of the things that I found really sad was looking at my husband, who is a pediatric doctor, dealing with children every day, and he has to now go back to work after feeling so like, whoa, what's happening here?
Before we found out about that particular pregnancy, God showed me gave me an instruction to take time out, go somewhere secluded, have a time of retreat, prayer and fasting, to really bring matters before Him. And one of the steps of faith that we took before I went was we bought this jersey, which said, "My dad is cool."
Yeah.
I obeyed and went away for a few days. I took that jersey with me. As I held the baby jersey in my hand and I was praying, I saw in the spirit the baby's sort of the cloth started to fill up with baby limbs and baby features. And that was a real great encouragement that this thing the Lord is in it, and we just need to hold fast and to keep going. Not long after that, Norva was when we got pregnant for the second time. And so with the loss of the baby, it was like, oh Lord, you said this was coming. You said, that we're going to have this baby. But what kept me going was recalling the vision that the Lord had given to me, which I had shared with Norva, and also looking up and seeing that baby jersey. That God, I saw through the Spirit this child here. I got the call from the hospital because Norva got the doctor to talk to me, and the doctor told me that there was an ovarian tumor.
That year I spent Christmas in hospital because I had the operation to remove the mass, which actually by the time when we did the scan it was 15 centimeters, and then by the time I had the operation it was 30 centimeters. So that was removed, and it was hard, difficult going through that process just because you're expecting a child and now you have one ovary that is removed. I had to go back for my my first checkup, and we went for the checkup, and as part of the routine they would do blood tests. So they did the blood test, and then they rang me to say, you need to come back in because we think we're spotting that something is wrong. And they took me in for the ultrasound, and to their amazement, it was not cancer that was coming back. I was pregnant. So it was an absolute shock to us, but it was like God was saying, watch how I would do this. So one of the things that made it even more amazing was during the chemo, I'd gone into menopause. And I was told that my period may never come back, and that if it does come back, it's 2 years before you could even think remotely about a child. So the way God did it in His grand style, 4 months after chemo.
On one ovary.
Yes, on one ovary. This is we take our hands off and we say, Abba Father has done it. And he's done it well. Yes. So, yes, that was really exciting time, especially having the naming ceremony and being able to dance and the things that we take for granted sometimes. Not for me before, not being able to walk properly, not being able to carry my own self. So now I'm dancing before the Lord within a year of all of this chemo and stuff. People talk about the God of the Bible. We talk about the God that has been with us through our experiences.